It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see teams who have been division rivals since 1961. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles on Thursday night.
So the skies are clear, the sun is out, but don't be deceived. There's a big-time nip in the air on this crisp autumn day at Lincoln Financial Field. And tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Well, what a season it was for these Eagles and these Philly fans last year. An 8-0 start, 14-3 final record, 2 blowout wins in the NFC playoffs before coming up a bit short in Super Bowl 57.
And a good thing for Philadelphia is they try and get back to the Super Bowl. Many of the key pieces they had last year are back. Remember, this is the number 3 offense in the league, number 2 defense, and they threw in a heck of an NFL draft. They expect to contend one more time.
Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the wait goes on for a Super Bowl appearance. This will be the 28th season since they last won Super Bowl 30 in 1996.
Let's add on to that. They haven't even been to an NFC Championship game since 1996. And you know, that does not sit well in the owner's box for the Dallas Cowboys, continuing trying to find their way back to the top of the mountain.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down, it's Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
First down, Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Well, remember, he had a fumble earlier in this first quarter that they were able to retain, but this time, not as fortunate.
No, not at all. And you and I know that the coach right now on the sideline, that's what he's saying to him. Look, I get a fumble every now and then, but 2 in the first quarter, that can't happen anymore. We've got to have strict ball security from here on out.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach. Partner came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a man picked up on draft night this year, DeAndre Swift. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. A quick throw there is incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. We're scoreless after 1. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. It's caught on the right side at Smith. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. If you don't pick...
Here's a diving catch right side. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-2. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. And ball security has been a big issue. You see the numbers there. He's fumbled twice already.
And whenever we talk about ball security, it's not simply how you're holding the ball when you run it. It's all the other things that you do. Is it in the proper arm, meaning the sideline is protecting you? Are you dipping a shoulder to protect the ball as well? And obviously the 4 points of pressure to make sure it's tucked firmly against your body so people can't pop it out.
He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big pickup of 38.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. And CD, that's the 2nd time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the...
Touchdown, Cowboys! Brandon Cooks from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the 1st half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And they'll start with a short field following that turnover as they look for points here before the break. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in there by Cooks. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This fielded right at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. This is Smith with a grab. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. One more time with Swift. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So we're back to even after the short field goal. CD, you like the decision to kick it there?
Well, I'm glad you asked me if I like it and didn't ask me if I love it, because I'm not even sure I like it, but I do get it. First job on this drive, tie the game. They did that. But now they've got to put a challenge to their offense and say, can't settle for 3 anymore, guys. We've got to get the ball in the end zone from here on out.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man, it's Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
Part of the tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Play action. Here's Hurts. His throw incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hurts throw complete there to Smith. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Micah Parsons. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They'll come up now on 2nd down. This is Swift on the counter. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Elliott is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So Dak and the Cowboys down 13-10. A little over a minute and a half remaining. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. But I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they coughed it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. He's going to get it again, just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Here's Hurts to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. That second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.